potentially injecting $42 billion into Bitcoin. Plus, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF inflows yesterday almost hit $1 billion in 24 hours. Trump just addressed the Bitcoin community, the crypto community, and more importantly, freeing Ross. We've got a jam-packed episode for you guys. Also, too, it's Halloween. It is Halloween. If you celebrate, happy Halloween. Wonderful, I guess, more Americanized holiday. And I hope you guys are going to do fun stuff with your babies. Also, make sure you subscribe with all alerts set, smash a like, and of course, drop me a comment. Mixing, we may have to change the title. Because it's just not hitting. We'll get it sorted, though. But okay, let's go ahead and get into it because today's Halloween. And I know a lot of you guys got family stuff to do for the kiddos. Yesterday, we went to went to a church event. We took the kiddies and they had a great time. Great time. It's always fun to take them. Shout out to Chicken Bone Broth Gang. And this is my Halloween costume, my Sam Hain shirt, because I'm lazy. Fun fact, when I was growing up, when I was like running around in Hollywood, the Music Men, we would just literally take like, for chokers, because we were so poor, we literally just cut up shirts and just whatever's there is there. So I cut the sleeves off this one this morning. I've had this like forever, probably almost 20 years. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about Bitcoin. And again, we're in a bull market. Things are going absolutely bonkers. Everything is fun. Everything is exciting. And if you're not excited, I don't know what to tell you. Also, too, shout out to the Dodgers. Apparently they won the World Series. I'm not a really big like sports person. Like I'll watch sports because of food. My grandpa, massive sports guy. Shout out to Big Nick. Big sports guy. My sisters are super into baseball too. Well, the big booty sister, she was really good at softball, like really good. So there's that. And then the other sister, she's a gymnast, the autistic one. And I just wasn't good at anything but running my mouth, I guess. I don't know. But here we are. Let's go ahead and get into it though. See some of the exciting things. All right, first off, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about lore. So today is a very important day. I love the Dodgers and I love the Yankees. But again, Dodger fans are ghetto and they need to stop trashing their own cities. So this is from Mr. Trump. And we're going to talk a little bit about the lore here as well. Trump just recognized Satoshi's white paper, Bitcoin, crypto, and Ross. And he tweeted it on his platform, Truth Social, I believe that's what it's called, and also on X. I would like to wish our great Bitcoiners a happy 16th anniversary of Satoshi's white paper. We will end Harris's war on crypto, and Bitcoin will be made in the U.S. Vote Trump. And then he says #free Ross, which we absolutely love. So a lot of people are pissed off about this because his Bitcoin will be made in the US. What he's referring to is having the ability, having more Bitcoin miners in the US, because I believe China is one of the biggest areas for Bitcoin mining. Correct me if I'm wrong. But a lot of people are like pissed off at him for this because it's not the correct technical term. But at the end of the day, Trump is not a tech guy. And the biggest problem in crypto, Bitcoin, all of it, is that we want to overcomplicate things. And if you're not super technical, everybody gets pissed. Everybody loses their mind. And that's not how you onboard people. The crypto industry, the Bitcoin industry, all of it they're so gatekeepy. And I get it because the music industry is like that too. But at the same time, Bitcoin was created for the people, by the people. Today is a day that the white paper came out, Halloween. And I think it's just important to really kind of break things down as simple as possible. Can Bitcoin be made in America? Well, if it's mined in America, kind of, sort of, but not. But at the same time, I understand what he's saying, and I don't think it's bad at all. I appreciate him saying it. So we're going to get into a little bit of the lore of today and talk about it a little bit more throughout the show. But I wanted to highlight this story because it's important. We have one presidential candidate that is very bullish on crypto, Bitcoin, and has promised to free Ross. We have another candidate that really hasn't mentioned it. And on top of that, like I put out a video yesterday about Chris Larson He was on, I think, MSNBC, one of those mainstream media outlets, basically endorsing Harris and the $12 million donation in XRP that he gave her. And I understand why the XRP community is pissed, but at the same time, if you take a step back and you think about it, he's hedging his bets just in case she wins. And what he's going to do is he wants to be able to be a big donor to her. So hopefully he will be able to have meetings with her and essentially help her understand what's happening in America. I don't think she understands, which is kind of crazy because she's vice president. I understand what the role of vice president is, but at the same time, like, you want to be on your game, especially if you're going to run for president. But again, I'm voting pro crypto. I've already voted. It's done. If you know, you know. And that being said, I understand why he's doing it. I do. But at the same time, it's kind of like a slap in the face. But crypto can be centralized and it can be decentralized. And I do think XRP will have or Ripple will have a big impact with the CBDC, which I'm not pro CBDC any way, shape, or form. But he's hedging his bets. He's a smart businessman. So I can respect that to an extent, respect the grift. But at the same time, it's just a slap in the face to the Ripple community, XRP community, my personal opinion. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We are going to get into it. Shout out to Coins Chick. She is an OArmy member. If you haven't checked her out, check out her socials. She's an awesome person, awesome human being. Follow her, support her. All of that stuff. Shout out to Legend and Mixing and Mr. Gamer. Mr. Gamer. I am not bringing my kids to the Dodger parade. I am not bringing them to the Dodger parade. Why? Because it's a ghetto mess. That's why. And I said what I said about my city. All right. Now, with that being said, yeah, thank you, thrift store. It's old. Very, very old. But let's get into it. We got lots of news, lots of things to go over on this Hallows Eve. We're going to be doing lots of trick-or-treating stuff. So first, actually, let's go ahead and cover Bitcoin. Let's cover Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Over here. My nephew goes, Auntie, come get me over here. It's so cute, too. All right. So this is going to be the weekly chart. Some of the coins that are up right now on the weekly. Hex 12%, which we are going to cover Hex again, so I don't want to hear it. Nero 11%, Doge 19% because of Elon Musk. On the daily, we're not looking too great. Kaya, I have no idea what the hell this is. Pyth, Cas, etc. is up. But let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin. We're having a bit of a correction. Again, this is good. We had a really, really exciting price pump where Bitcoin almost broke all-time high and rocketed up. But we're trending back down. And you know what? This is good. Corrections are good. Corrections are very good. Bitcoin is going to be testing this area here at about 69,000. That's what it's looking like on the daily. 4 hour over here is kind of confirming that. And you can tell kind of by market cipher. Again, I'm fine just as long as we don't break down below $63,000. Taking a look at Solana. Solana is about 169. Let her dump. Let her go back to 163, maybe 157, maybe back down in this range here. I'm going to be buying about 5 figures worth. I said 10,000. We'll see what that looks like. Sui is also heading down. We broke down below this trend line, which is invalidated. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it. And we'll probably hit about 191. Ethereum, what is she doing? Ethereum is just ranging. She's just ranging. We'll probably retest about 25, 24.3 here. That's going on in the market. Nothing really, really, really exciting. XRP is currently trading. Yikes. It just sucks. A lot of people I know are selling their XRP. I hear in my comments. So it's really just kind of, these are our XRP levels over here. So people are just not happy and it's in a downtrend. Yeah, XRP is in a pretty clear downtrend. We'll use a candle wicks over here and we will do this. So that's what's going on with that. But let's get into the news. So, Michael Saylor, Bitcoin bull. Microstrategy announces $42 billion capital plan, including $21 billion ATM equity offering and a target of raising $21 billion in fixed income securities. Join us as we discuss our quarterly results and Bitcoin treasury company plans. Microstrategy. So let's go ahead and dig deep into what this means, because it'd be a little bit complicated, okay? So, MicroStrategy, they're basically going to raise $42 billion over the next 3 years to buy more Bitcoin. They are going, and then MicroStrategy funds its Bitcoin buys with revenues from analytics software business, their big AI business too. Remember that. And by issuing equity and debt into capital markets. So basically just a big Ponzi. That's exactly what this is. Big Ponzi. The new plan will ensure MicroStrategy is not limited by cash flows from their software business to scale up the Bitcoin capital market initiative. And MicroStrategy is the largest single corporate holder of Bitcoin. They're worth around $18 billion. Primarily why MicroStrategy saved itself was because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a great asset to have on a balance sheet. If you do not own any, I highly recommend reading the Bitcoin white paper. And this story here is just stupid. This is dumb. Dumb. Absolutely dumb. BlackRock, ibit daily, Bitcoin inflows, $875 million. $875 million. In 24 hours. So a lot of people are asking why the chart doesn't move, because a lot of this is done OTC, and generally when you do OTC buys, it doesn't move the chart. Buys or sells, it doesn't do the chart. But again, I don't know everything. But this is wild to see. Absolutely wild. If you're not bullish on Bitcoin, I don't know what to tell you. I don't really have words for you. I don't. Shout out to CoinChick for gifting a membership to Mr. Legend. I appreciate it. Smash the likes. Get this up. Gamer says, what are you wearing tonight, Wendy? Well, I'm still not feeling good. I'll probably be better by Thanksgiving time. I'm just going to wear this t-shirt with the red lipstick because I can. Because I can. Because I can. Because I can. But let's keep going. Let's keep it going. All right. So if you're not bullish on Bitcoin after that story, I don't know what to tell you. Also, too, yesterday was a cool day for me. We got the Forbes feature in Forbes. Basically, this article over here, Bitcoin price breaks past 70,000 to reach highest point since June. And this was my take here. And shout out to Charles for featuring me in this. Do, 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 do. The TikTok influencer who goes by WendyO also weighed in, focused largely on market history of the world's largest digital currency by total market value. Looking at the Bitcoin weekly chart and comparing data from last election in 2020 to this election in 2024, we can see a potential run incoming similar to last, with the caveat of Bitcoin breaking all-time high prior to the halvening last. She wrote via email commentary. Yes, the price action from 2020 is very different as we have different fundamentals, COVID in 2020, and a Bitcoin spot ETF. Approval in 2024, but we can still notice a 2020 resistance at approximately 12,000 and 2024 resistance at $70,000. I went on to further say, I still think Bitcoin is cyclical due to halvening and mining economics operating on a 4-year cycle, but we cannot deny the anticipation of the election being a major fundamental driver for price action and the excitement of Bitcoin and price discovery once 74,000 resistance is shattered. That was me. All me, baby. All me. So again, I am bullish on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will, regardless who wins, we will be in a crazy bull run and we will continue to go higher. Just my personal opinion. But now let's get into a little bit more of the lore about Satoshi Nakamoto and the Bitcoin white paper. If you have not read the Bitcoin white paper, you need to. I don't care if you like Bitcoin or not. It will help expand and open your mind. It is a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. And really, it was 16 years ago today. Was 2000, around 2008-ish, maybe 2008. I'm not good at math, but basically just really indicating what Bitcoin is. And we'll read this part here. A purely peer-to-peer, person-to-person, entity-to-entity version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through financial institution. Removal of the third parties. Removal of an entity telling you what you can and can't do. Digital signatures provide part of the solution, but main benefits are lost if a trusted third party is still required to prevent double spending. That basically means when we talk about double spending, it's like 2 transactions, I believe, 2 of the same transactions or whatever it is. It's a little bit complicated. I know what it is in my head, but it's hard for me to explain. But basically, once it's printed on the blockchain, it is there forever. And you basically cannot replicate a blockchain because of the mathematics behind Bitcoin. We propose a solution to the double spending problem using a peer-to-peer network. The network timestamps transactions by hashing them, putting them into an ongoing chain of hash-based proof of work, mining, forming a record. Basically, when we talk about mining proof of work, it's a bunch of really smart computers fighting to solve the algorithms, forming a record that cannot be changed without redoing the proof of work. The longest chain not only serves as proof of sequence of events witnessed there forever, but proof that it can come from the largest pool of CPU power. as long as majority of CPU power is controlled by the nodes that are not cooperating to attack the network. That's a 51% attack. We're not going to get into that. They'll generate the longest chain and outpace attackers. The network itself requires minimal structure. Messages are broadcast on a best effort basis, and the nodes can leave and rejoin the network at will, accepting the longest proof of work chain of what happened while they were gone. Beautiful stuff. Really, really, really beautiful stuff. Go read it. If you don't understand it, that's okay. It's a very, very, very complex thing. Very complex thing, but you'll get it. You will get it. It just takes a while. It just takes a while. But it is what it is. It's hard. It's pretty tough stuff. Now, let's go ahead and keep it going. Nakamoto to reveal legal identity on 31st of October 24. This is the dumbest thing ever. The dumbest story ever. So a PR agency, PR London Live, claims it was revealing Satoshi's identity at a press conference earlier today. No info or videos from the event so far. The agency has no listed clients or partners. It's a scam. CEO claims has been Satoshi's business partner, has organized to reveal for 5 years. The website contains spelling mistakes and broken links. The press release text scored 100% at the AI detection tool. The firm's official registered address is actually a plot of farmland in the UK. And I think it's this guy over here. Oh no, where is it? There's pictures of this guy. But basically, I think you had to spend like $500 to get in, and it's some guy. It's just some guy. Apparently, he's going to be going to court saying that he's Satoshi, just like Craig Wright. This is the thing. To prove you're Satoshi, all you have to do is move the coins. And if you can't move the coins, you're going to lose the court case. It's just dumb. It's wasting time. I don't think the identity of Satoshi will ever be revealed. Ever. Makes no sense at all. Now, Canary has filed for a Solana ETF, which is amazing. So again, we have 2 issuers, I think. Yes, and the firm is founded, no, I think 1 issuer, 1 or 2. Let me see. Yeah, Canary Capital filed for a Solana ETF. The firm is founded by former Valkyrie co-founder Stephen McClurg. Eric B. shared the S1 documents, which is required when a firm wants to issue a new security on public stock exchange. And earlier this month, Canary filed for XRP ETF and a Litecoin ETF. We will be getting other crypto ETFs. It's just coming. It's just coming. It is what it is. I'm here for it. That's why I'm going to buy more Solana. Now let's go ahead and talk about Tron. Of course, Mr. Justin Sun. Aw, adorable Mr. Sun. Today's announcement, Tron DAO has joined Chainlink Scale, adopting Chainlink's data fees as Tron's official oracle. Chainlink, again, I probably wouldn't fade it because without oracles, things don't work. Once upgraded, $6.5 billion in DeFi TVL will be secured by Chainlink, creating opportunities for Chainlink and Tron's $60 billion in stablecoins and RWA. Shout out to Justin Sun. What adorable man over here. Look at him all proud of himself with his nice shoes and his suit. Shout out to Sergi. Shout out to the Link Marines. Love to see it. Good for them. Good for them. So again, without oracles, DeFi doesn't work, and that's what Chainlink does. Solana and Hedera also integrated into Chainlink's data feeds earlier this week, which is important to note. Now, and of course, the press release here, but now let's go ahead and talk about Richard Hart's court thing. And again, I haven't verified any of this. This is from a community member, and I told them if they sent me things, I would cover it. So, SEC alleged Hart illegally sold securities through Hex, PLS, and PLSX. Claimed he used millions of dollars from Pulse Chain investor funds to buy the items. Hart claimed the SEC has no sway over him. He lives abroad. He's not alleged to have set foot in the U.S. during the relevant period. Latest, the hearing is scheduled for today, and the court will decide if it has jurisdiction over Hart and his entities, given that Hart resides outside the U.S. and develops projects internationally. SEC can go after whoever they want. His legal team will argue that U.S. courts lack jurisdiction due to insufficient minimum contracts with the U.S. SEC will assert that Hart targeted U.S. investors through promotional activities and attendance at U.S. conferences, justifying U.S. jurisdiction. 200 Hexicans will attend. There's a petition with over 40,000 signatures in support of Hart. Good for them. They claim they do not consider themselves victims. If jurisdiction is confirmed, the case will proceed to further legal proceedings. If denied, it could be dismissed. So what are my thoughts on this? I don't know, because I'm not really big into what's going on with Hex. I do know the U.S. can do whatever they want. The U.S. SEC could always do whatever they want to do. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. But again, this case is going to be important. The reason why it's going to be important is because if the SEC does decide to continue to go after Richard and Hex and all of the entities listed, then this will kind of turn into some sort of case law, and they will continue to go after other companies that have followed kind of Richard's pattern in a sense of establishing outside of the country and targeting U.S. investors. So it is an important story, and we will see what happens as things progress. Now let's get into the next. CZ opens up about some of his experiences in prison, fireside chat in Dubai. Shout out to my wonderful friends of Altcoin Daily for being the first people to interview CZ since he's been out. So let's go ahead and listen to this. I adore CZ, love the boys, and shout out to Binance. Let's pull this up.
If you are alone, if you have no community, then you will not end up well, I think. So, no financial advice. The guards did ask you for altcoin picks. Actually, I did have a couple of guards recognize me and then ask me like, what coin should I buy? I'm like, I better not pick the wrong coin. No, I told them, look, I'm inside. I don't have any access to information, right? So. There's no internet. All my information is through like some limited length messages my friends or family send me.
They do have access to internet in prison. They do.
And we don't talk about crypto. So I did get a few guys I did get a few guards ask me that. I did make a couple of friends who I still keep in touch with.
That's sweet.
But everywhere you go, so to be honest, I think they're very nice people in prison. So
also, too, he did go to a white-collar prison, as far as I know. So it's different than regular prison. But again, it's just because somebody goes to prison or just because somebody makes a mistake doesn't make them a bad person at all, any way, shape, or form. And I also do think that people can reform themselves. So just because somebody's gone to prison doesn't mean that they're a bad person.
People are very chill. I think, to be honest, I think a decent portion of them has no reason to be there, right? So they were in there for the wrong reasons. They're super nice.
CZ even confirmed what I said. Wow, how fun! I didn't even listen to this, but basically he said some people don't even deserve to be there, and I agree.
Nice guys. They may have stepped in some area here or there, but some of them are for very minor violations. And they're there for a very long time. Many of them are just there for like 8-10 years for very minor offenses. So some of them, for the ones that are supposed to be there, many of them are there for way too long. But in prison, they're very nice people.
I love it. That was very good. CZ is so wholesome, so wholesome, and I appreciate him, talking about his experience because it sucks going to prison in general, but. Our prison system is very broken in the United States of America. Very, very, very broken. And apparently, also to FTX, I think his name is Sign, whatever. Because he cooperated, he's getting 0 jail time. Sam's getting 25 years, but he still stole money. He was still a part of it. So it just goes to show you can do bad things. You can hurt people. You can be absolutely terrible. But if you're a rat, which is even worse, you get special privileges, right? Seems legit, right? Yeah. Anyways, moving forward, shout out to Mr. CZ and to Altcoin Daily. We love them, support them. Also to a little bit of a funny story of the day. Apparently, Hezbollah was rolling in style at the Binance blockchain week in Dubai. So shout out to him. Love to see it. Adorable. Absolutely. Look at that cutie. Look at that cutie. Love to see it. Love to see it. So it's Blockchain Binance Week. So if you're there, shout out to you. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about this. Once again, with feeling repeating misrepresentation of facts after previously being put out on notice. This lady, Molly White, I don't know what she does, but she just seems really problematic. And like, I don't know exactly what she does. I don't really care, but we'll talk about it a little bit. So apparently Coinbase is prohibited from making political contributions. Molly White, a crypto researcher, said that Coinbase is actually prohibited from making them. This is according to her. But this is Coinbase's attorney. So I don't know if she's an attorney or not, but key points. An active federal contractor, Coinbase is prohibited from making political contributions. It includes super PACs. Coinbase has contributed $50 million so far. It's technically in violation of pay-to-play laws for contractors. Paul said that this is misinformation. So again, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but I do believe Paul's side over her side because he's an actual attorney and Coinbase would not have hired him. Coinbase would not have hired him if he didn't know what he was doing. So I don't know. I'm going to believe the attorney over the crypto researcher because I'm technically a crypto researcher and I'm literally an idiot on the internet. So there's that. All right, next story. Coinbase's earnings. So apparently Coinbase reported Q3 earnings revenue of 1.1 billion, falling 3% below forecast and 5% below consensus. Due to lower transaction and subscription revenues, retail trading volumes were up, but offset lower retail fee rates. So basically, why did this happen? And this is all of their information for Coinbase. So this is my personal opinion. I think the reason why a lot of the exchanges are not doing as well as they anticipated is because everybody's doing DeFi. Everything is on chain. Like, well, you're still technically on chain with the centralized exchange, but it's a little bit different. Everybody's into meme coins. That's why. There's no need for a centralized exchange because nobody's trading that stuff. Unless you're going to be listing all the meme coins or letting people go absolutely bananas, it makes no sense. So this checks out. Is it a negative thing? No, it's just showing where the current trend is. Again, current trend is in meme coins, but as always, most of you will get wrecked. Most of you don't have 26 hours a day to spend in the trenches. It is what it is. But if you want to play meme coins, we've got a moonshot ref link down below. Femex, Margex, yourmom.com. Now, let's talk about this. Robinhood's trading volume soars as crypto and equity surge drive 72% revenue jump. So Robinhood's doing good. So apparently they reported 112% jump in crypto trades in the last quarter. So retail is using their platform, which we love. But at the same time, more people are doing meme coins. And this is an interesting story. And Hotep Jesus quote tweeted this on X, which I love. U.S. Treasury says stablecoins should be replaced by a CBDC, and that's due to crypto. U.S. Treasury Department is concerned about the growth of stablecoin market and believes privately issued stablecoins should eventually be replaced by a state-backed central digital bank currency, CBDC, according to a Treasury report released on Wednesday. We are getting a CBDC regardless of who becomes president. Okay, that's important to know. So basically what's happening is Treasury is warning that stablecoin issuers are increasingly buy treasuries to essentially back them up. So what's going to end up happening, and I think it's going to be Circle that does this, but basically what this means is that Circle, their USDC, is going to be converted to a CBDC globally. That's my personal opinion. I've been calling this for a very, very long time. And again, Coinbase is a big investor in Circle from way back when. Coinbase is a government contractor, so it all kind of checks out. Coinbase will be the crypto bank of America because FTX screwed up. Base will be the chain everybody does their degen stuff on, and CBDC on Circle. And on that note, you guys, I'm going to get going because I got to go do stuff. And I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. I'm going to go ahead and put out another video at 3 p.m. Not sure what on yet, but we will see. Anyway, sending y'all love and light. WendyO is out. Bye-bye. Bye, babies.